Hey, what's up? I decided to make another video. Most of you probably aren't returning viewers, so hi. Please like and subscribe. Anyway, have a happy 4th of July if you do celebrate, and if not, have a good day anyway. So on YouTube and Twitter, I've seen people debate, does slide canceling belong in Call of Duty? A poll was conducted and it was very split. This was like a week or two ago. If I'm remembering correctly, it was around 49% yes and 51% no. Split. Some YouTubers think COD doesn't need all this speed, it doesn't need these extra features. Well, I believe it doesn't particularly need slide canceling, as past games didn't have tactical sprint or even sliding, which can be seen with the rising popularity of modern versions of old CODs like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare Remastered, which one of the three are probably seeing as background gameplay. It's progression. It was a change that forwarded COD from its old cycle. Same with like Infinite Sprint and the addition of Gunsmith. While I do see its downsides, I believe it's necessary. I have pros and cons on both sides, which we are about to get into. The pros of slide canceling, in my opinion, outweigh the cons, but I'm going to try and be unbiased. I believe slide canceling speeds up gameplay and finding other players. The problem with the cranked game mode in Modern Warfare 2019 was the gameplay too slow to find enemies, and usually died to your timer. I was playing yesterday. I was on, I'm pretty sure it was Crash. I died like, let's say, probably around 20 times. And most of the time was due to my timer. I'd kill one person, wouldn't be able to find another person. Especially with the added area that people camp by in the back on the, I think it's the coalition spawn. But getting around the map quickly helped with keeping game modes like Hardpoint, Domination, Headquarters, and Cranked alive. Second, it's a skill gap. While it really is quite easy to learn to slide cancel, there are people who do struggle. It's like really satisfying to be able to movement mechanics to their fullest. People already complain about Warzone and COD in general taking no skill, with guns having like no recoil besides a few Vanguard guns like the Cooper Carbine, at least in Warzone. And then there's things like claymores and proximity mines completely carrying maybe a S&D match or a fight. An enemy being harder to hit because of their movement and still getting shots off certainly is a skill gap. Now we have to state the cons of slide canceling. While this list is a little bit longer than the pros, I think the pros are a lot better than the cons. First, slide canceling is actually a bug. Slide canceling was never intended to be like this, or intended to be in the game at all. Infinity Ward did not have Captain Price, their Chadley British soldier, getting tired of full sprinting as fast as he could, sliding and working out his ab muscles to the point of that probably exploding by the end of the day, by hopping back up immediately, refreshing him in mind. I'm pretty sure that's not what they wanted, at least. They wanted a tactical sprint to move you faster, while in turn having a cooldown on it, so it was one, a little more realistic, and two, brought back some sort of sprint cooldown. Instead, you can infinitely slide cancel once every about 3/4 of a second to infinitely tactical sprint. Another problem that slide canceling has caused is about the controls and keys. Consistently mashing your O button, or once again for some reason if a weirdo out there has their slide on 7, your 7 key, ruin it. There's not even getting into the pain caused by smashing your analog stick to tactical sprint twice over and over. It's problems. I recently had to get a new controller, as I tactical sprinted so much over the past 3 years that the analog stick on one of them stopped consistently working, and the other got stick drift so bad the only possible way of fixing it was getting inside the controller, which I don't want to risk breaking it. I'm sure others might have to get new keypads or something of the sort. I don't exactly play COD on PC, as the PlayStation deals are quite nice, and I grew up playing on console, as most did. Another con connected to that one is perhaps not having the money to get new controllers. If you're the age of 14 and under playing COD, you probably have trouble getting money for new controllers, at least trying to save at the same time. And let's be real here, most people are controller players, which cost like $70 new, as the majority of players play on console. If I were to guess, probably around 5% of console players play with keyboard and mouse. Now, as I said earlier about the pool, It's not like widely people want slide canceling to stay. People also want it to change. If Infinity Ward wanted to appeal to everyone with this 50-50 split, they would have to change things in some way. Anyway, while those cons are pretty bad, I enjoy the slide canceling mechanic quite a bit. Now we finally reach our conclusion. Does slide canceling belong in COD? Well, I think the speed and movement do belong in COD. Others don't. I would say yeah, but for the people that don't, for the likely change of this mechanic in Modern Warfare 2 and other games like COD 2024, or maybe the next COD remaster maybe after Modern Warfare 2, probably being removed. There are better ways to implement things like this. If they don't patch slide canceling, one alternative could be making it a little more accessible by changing maybe how it works in some way. Maybe having a different key or having to tap the button less to slide and get up, or tapping the button a little less, or having auto tac sprint already enabled. They could do any of that. And then if they do patch slide canceling, an easy alternative would be turning up the sprint and tactical sprint speed so the game still plays at a reasonable pace. These were just my thoughts and suggestions. I'm sure Infinity Ward with multiple years to work on games could figure out some way to balance slide canceling or tactical sprinting in some way. Anyway, that's it. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and see ya.